What is going on YouTube? It's definitely Nick here, and I'm finally back because I finally mustered up the courage and motivation to do this. I don't know why it's been a while. It's just really I've been really down on recording and down on motivation for this. But enough explaining myself. I've already done that in too many videos. But today we're going to talk about the newest horror movie, Get Out. So Get Out is basically about an African American man that visits his Caucasian girlfriend's parents' estate and finds out there's a lot more going on than what it seems. You know, there's a lot of there's hypnotism and there's some racism and there's just a lot more life-threatening stuff going on here. So Get Out stars Daniel Kaluuya. Everyone butchers that, and I'm not pretty sure like the definite way to pronounce that. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Allison Williams, Lil Rel Howery, Bradley Whitford, Catherine Keener, and it's directed by Jordan Peele. This is Jordan Peele's directorial debut, and man, has he done a fantastic job with this movie. there's the verdict already, but this is Jordan Peele's first time directing an entire movie on his own, and I think he wrote it too, and he did a great job for his directorial debut, and he's gonna do a lot better if he keeps directing movies like this and what he did with this movie. So overall, the movie runs very smoothly, and everyone in the cast does a great job, especially Daniel Kaluuya in the role of Chris. Chris is in a very uncomfortable situation that turns out to be life-threatening, and Daniel Kaluuya did a great job at portraying that. Lil Rel Howery as Chris's friend Rod is amazing. He completely stole the entire movie, every scene he was in. He was so funny and he was awesome. Everyone needs a friend like Rod. I was laughing a lot the entire movie. Jordan Peele he started out as a comedian type person with the Key and Peele shorts and stuff on Comedy Central, and excuse me, I'm a little sick, so forgive me for that. So yeah, he was really good at blending comedy with horror in this movie, and so I was laughing a lot, but I was also on the edge of my seat the entire time. And this movie is a very different kind of horror movie. I mean, the entire movie I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about how, am I really watching a horror movie? Like, this movie is listed as a horror, but I'm not really feeling like this is a horror movie. And that's because horror movies nowadays are just cheap jump scares and loud noises and stuff like that. But this movie is psychological horror, which is a good horror movie. This is how horror movies should be done because it messes with your mind and makes you think. Just like another example is The Babadook. The Babadook is an awesome movie, and that really messes with your head. And those are the kinds of horror movies that are good. This movie deals with racism and hypnotism and just going crazy in general, and that's awesome. There's not too much racism to piss off certain type of people, like if you're you know but I mean there's enough there to show that racism is a problem. And I mean, there's a fantastic scene where Chris meets all of his girlfriend's relatives, and they're kind of just trying to be nice, and they're acting like they're not being racist, but their comments are pretty racist, and their comments like trying to act like, oh, I would have voted for Obama a third term if I could have, and like that doesn't need to be heard. Like and he does a very good job at like portraying how uncomfortable he is, because it's a very, very uncomfortable situation, and this kind of stuff is still real. It's not just in a movie. And so Jordan Peele did an amazing job at just making a good horror movie and then sending a message through this horror movie. I'd say my only gripe with this movie is the final like 10-15 minutes. It's a fun 10-15 minutes, but I think overall looking at it in the big picture is like it's just everything's resolved kind of quickly. It's just everything's happening over and over, back and back and back, and then it's over. Like everything, it feels like the movie's building up to that point, and like the climax is the very end, and then it's just over. A resolution, there's barely any resolution, and that's basically it. It's not really a bad gripe or anything, but that's it. that final 10-15 minutes is really awesome, and I love that ending sequence, but it just happens really quickly. But this movie overall is a very, very special movie out right now. I mean, I think they're nearing $100 million in overall gross, and this movie's budget was 4.5 million. I mean, I think everyone should go out there and see it. This was a really special horror movie, and I'd go out and see it again if my money wasn't already being spent on Logan, which I will do a review for in the coming days. Get Out is overall a great movie. I think It deserves all the money and recognition it's getting. It's got 100% Rotten Tomatoes, I think, and that's unbelievable, especially with how Rotten Tomatoes, like how picky the critics are. And I think everyone else out there should go see it. I would go see it again too. I'd give Get Out probably an 8 out of 10. So yeah, there's my review on Get Out. It's a really fun, really thought-provoking film with dealing with racism, hypnotism, and all that. It's really gonna mess with your head, and it's really gonna leave you on the edge of your seat. It's an awesome movie. I really recommend you all go and see it. I hope you all agreed, and if not, and if so, whatever, comment below. Let me know what you thought of the movie, and subscribe as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you.